Today, I'm going to be making one of the most popular Greek dishes, the gyro. The gyro is usually the main dish. It could be made with either pork, chicken, steak, or even lamb. The most traditional meat to use is pork, but today I'm going to be making mine with chicken. Here are the ingredients for the gyro I am making. The top food imports for Greece are cheese, beef, pork, and food preparations. The top exports are olive oil, cheese, and olives. I'm starting off by making the marinade. I'm putting 1 cup of Greek yogurt in. Now I'm going to slice a lemon in half to squeeze the juices into the marinade mixture. So some of the most common Greek dishes are moussaka, papautsakia, pastitsio, souvlaki, and soutsoukaki. After squeezing the lemon juice into the mixture, I then take out the seeds. After that, I put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I am now adding in 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Some major cooking utensils that people use in Greece are mortar and pestle, wooden spoons, spice grater, and cheese grater. Now I am adding in some salt by adding a generous pinch. You don't want to add too much. After adding a generous pinch of salt, I am adding another generous pinch of pepper, black pepper.
Generous pinch.
Then I am adding 1 teaspoon of paprika. Now we only have a few more ingredients to add to our marinade. I am adding in 1 teaspoon of grounded coriander, 1 teaspoon of grounded cumin. Finally, just a little tap of some cayenne pepper. Once you are done putting in all the ingredients, you can mix it up until it's one pretty solid color. A common time for people in Greece to eat dinner is between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m., which is pretty late. And wine is their main drink they have during a meal. And dinner is their largest meal of the day usually. I am now getting my chicken prepared. I'm cutting it all into tenders to make them cook a little faster. Then I'm drizzling the marinade all over the chicken. And once I'm done drizzling, I'm going to mix it all in so it is evenly spread upon the chicken tenders. Once I'm done mixing it all around, I'm going to put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. You can also put it in overnight. While my chicken is marinating, I'm going to be slicing all my vegetables for the toppings of the gyro. Right now, I am slicing my peppers. So back to common utensils or major cooking utensils. We got the mortar and pestle. This is used to smash things up, combine the flavor, and sometimes made into powder. It also looks pretty decorative. Then we got the wooden spoons. The wooden spoons can be used for a lot of things, but the main thing is for mixing. Then we got the spice grater. Spice grater is used to get like very fresh spices. They also need it because they get most of their spices in whole form, like nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice, and more. Then we got the cheese grater. Cheese is a very common thing used in Greek dishes. I have personally been to Greece. Restaurants were one of the main things there. Every corner you turn, there's a restaurant. There's also a lot of street food, and most of the food you get are pretty gourmet. Seafood is also pretty common in Greece. The Greece islands are surrounded by coastline, so seafood is important for their diet. And all the seafood they serve is fresh. I'm now cutting up the onion, or slicing the onion. I'm cutting the tips or the ends off of it, and then I'm peeling it. Some common ancient Greek cooking methods are usually cooking over a fire, such as boiling, frying, simmering, stewing, and grilling. They would also cook goat or lamb by tying it to a stick over a fire. They preserved foods by drying, salting, and storing in syrups and fats. After I was done slicing the onions, I broke them apart when I put them in the bowl, just so they weren't just big chunks. Some more information on the most common dishes. Moussaka, a dish made of spice, meat cooked in tomato sauce, and then layered with fried eggplant and bechamel sauce. And now papatsakya. This is a delicious stuffed eggplant. This dish gets its name because papatsakya stands for a little shoe, and the dish looks like a little shoe. We got pastitsio. This dish is a Greek version of lasagna. A layered casserole of macaroni and ground beef, veal, or lamb with cinnamon-scented tomato sauce, topped with a creamy bechamel enriched with cheese. Then we got the souvlaki. This is one of the most popular fast food dishes in Greece. It consists of small pieces of meat and sometimes vegetables grilled on a skewer. Then we got the soutsaukikia. This delicious dish consists of meatballs with loads of aromatics, fresh parsley, and special blend of spices including ground cumin baked in a special red sauce. After 30 minutes, you'll grab out your chicken tenders and put them on the stove with 2 tablespoons of olive oil on it. After you put it on, you turn the stove to about medium heat. And once you turn the stove on to medium heat, you want to distribute the chicken throughout the pan, make it even, and close the lid. And then you would check on it about every 5 minutes and make sure it is cooked thoroughly and there's no pink in the middle of the chicken. I am now wiping down the counter with soap and water to make sure it's all clean and sanitized when I prep the food. First, you grab the pita bread and lay it flat on your plate. You then grab the chicken. Don't put too much on there because you still have to put a whole bunch of other ingredients on. after you put the chicken on, you then spread out the vegetables evenly. Once you put the vegetables on, then you finally put on the Tasaki sauce, which really tops it all off. Then voila, you have a chicken gyro.